Have you ever felt that gut-wrenching moment when a woman you care about starts to pull away, and suddenly, the connection you thought was growing strong feels like it's fading right in front of you? Maybe she stops texting you as much, replies with short messages, cancels plans, or her energy during calls and in-person meetings just feels different, colder, or distracted. It's a confusing, painful place to be. Especially when you thought things were going well. You start replaying every conversation in your head, wondering what you did wrong or if you missed something obvious. You feel stuck between wanting to reach out to pull her closer and fearing that if you do, you'll push her away even more. You're not alone if you've felt this way, and it doesn't make you weak for caring. The good news is that you can handle the situation in a way that not only helps you navigate what's happening with her, but also transforms you into a more confident, grounded, and attractive version of yourself in the process. It's important to understand that women rarely lose interest because of one single thing. It's not usually about the one text you sent or the one awkward moment you had on a date. It's about a slow building disconnect that often goes unnoticed until it starts to show up in her behavior. This disconnect can come from two places. Either you are overcompensating by texting too much, giving too much of your time, and being overly available, or you're doing the opposite, becoming distant and emotionally unavailable without even realizing it because you're afraid of seeming needy. Here's the hard truth most men need to hear. Women value emotional balance and presence more than grand gestures or constant pursuit. When you chase too hard, it signals insecurity. When you pull away too much, she feels neglected. The key is to find that middle ground, to be present without suffocating, and to give space without disappearing. Sometimes, women pull away because they don't feel an emotional connection anymore, or the excitement that once made your presence engaging fades because they feel you've stopped being genuinely present, treating her like a box to check off rather than a person to truly experience moments with. It's about how you show up, how deeply you listen, and how real you are with her. Take a moment to think back to your recent interactions. Were you genuinely there with her, fully present, or were you distracted, checking your phone during conversations, or mentally somewhere else, rushing through your time together? Were you showing up as your best self, the man you want to be, or were you showing up with expectations that she should complete you? Understanding why she may be losing interest isn't about beating yourself up. It's about giving yourself the awareness and clarity to change what you can control while letting go of what you can't. It's the first step toward regaining your power in this situation. And it starts by looking inward, not at her reactions, but at how you can become the man who naturally holds her interest without forcing it. The next step in reclaiming your power when a woman starts to lose interest is to take full ownership of your part in the disconnect, not as a way to punish yourself, but as a tool for growth and clarity. Most men skip this step because it's uncomfortable to face the reality that maybe you stopped showing up as the man you know you can be. It's easy to blame her for pulling away or label her as confused or playing games. But those thoughts won't help you become stronger or more attractive. This is your moment to step up and lead yourself first. Ask yourself the hard questions. Have I been truly authentic in this connection? Or have I been trying too hard to say the right things or to please her because I'm afraid of losing her? Did I let my boundaries slide in the process of wanting to keep her close, agreeing to things I didn't want, or letting her take the lead in every decision because I feared conflict or rejection? Have I been bringing my best energy to this connection, or have I become reliant on her to feel good about myself, making her responses dictate my mood each day? Women can sense when a man's sense of worth is tied to her attention, and it can become suffocating, even if you don't say it directly. Another question to reflect on: did I give her space to invest in me, or did I hand her everything, my time, energy, availability, without requiring any effort from her? The reality is, people value what they invest in, and if she didn't have to invest emotionally, she may have started to feel bored or disconnected. This is not about playing hard to get, but about maintaining your self-respect and having a life that you value, which she can feel and respect too. Instead of seeing her pulling away as a rejection, love it as feedback. Maybe you stopped leading the connection with your purpose and presence, or you let fear guide your actions, making you reactive instead of grounded. This is your chance to take your power back by taking accountability for where you may have lost yourself in the dynamic. Ownership is powerful because it reminds you that you are not helpless in this situation. You get to choose to realign your actions with who you want to be. You get to set your standards and show up as a man who values himself, and in doing so, you give her the space to feel drawn to you again naturally. When you understand that your worth isn't dependent on her reactions, you begin to step into a position of quiet strength. It's from this place that you can move forward with clarity and confidence, whether it's to rebuild the connection with her or to prepare yourself for a healthier connection with someone else in the future. This moment isn't about her. It's about using this challenge to build yourself into the man who doesn't chase, but leads with grounded presence and self-respect. Now, it's time to bring the focus fully back to yourself, because this is where true change and attraction happen. When a woman pulls away, the worst thing you can do is continue to chase her or constantly analyze what she's doing, when she was last online, or why she hasn't replied. That behavior drains your energy, makes you look desperate, and keeps you stuck in a cycle of anxiety. Instead, this is your signal to pour that energy back into yourself and your life, because chasing her only pushes her further, while focusing on yourself naturally pulls her or others toward you. The first thing you need to do is reignite your own spark. Ask yourself, when was the last time you did something that made you feel fully alive, where you were so present and excited that you forgot to check your phone? Whether it's hitting the gym, working on a project you've been putting off, learning a new skill, or even taking time to travel or explore a new place, these actions pull you out of your head and into your life. You start to rebuild the energy that makes you attractive without even trying, because people can sense when you are genuinely living with purpose and passion. Next, you need to build your inner armor. True confidence is quiet and unshakable, not loud or boastful. It's the way you hold yourself, the way you walk into a room without seeking validation, the way you can look someone in the eye without flinching. Start by creating small daily wins for yourself. Finish a workout, complete a task you've been avoiding, or take 10 minutes to meditate in silence to ground your mind. Each day, these small actions build into a foundation of self-trust, reminding you that you can rely on yourself regardless of who stays or leaves your life. Finally, embrace the balance between strength and vulnerability. Many men think they have to be cold to protect themselves from getting hurt, but being real doesn't mean oversharing or begging for connection. It means being open about who you are and what you stand for, without letting fear control your actions. Women connect deeply with men who can stand firmly in who they are while still letting someone see into their world. You become the fortress with an open gate, not a man hiding behind walls, and this energy is what draws the right connection toward you naturally. This period of her pulling away is not about convincing her to come back. It's about giving yourself permission to reclaim your power, live your purpose, and become a man who doesn't need to chase because he knows who he is. Whether she returns or not, you will be in a place where you feel strong, fulfilled, and confident in your value for the right connection that aligns with your standards and the man you've chosen to become. Here's the truth you need to hear. Holding on too tightly to the idea of getting her back often pushes her even further away, leaving you feeling powerless and stuck. The more you fixate on her, check her social media, overthink every word she said, and replay every moment, trying to decode what went wrong, the more you drain your own energy and lose touch with the grounded, confident man you need to be. Think of it like holding sand in your hand. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. Relationships work the same way. When you cling or act out of fear of losing someone, it creates desperation. And desperation is never attractive. Instead, you need to take a deep breath and allow yourself to let go of the outcome, no matter how hard it feels. Letting go doesn't mean you no longer care. It means you're choosing to prioritize your peace, your growth, and your sense of self over your fear of losing her. This is where you take your power back. Here's how you do it. Give yourself 30 days of complete distance. No calls, no texts, no liking her posts, no watching her stories. Nothing. This is not a punishment for her or a manipulation tactic. It's a necessary boundary for your healing and strength. During these 30 days, your focus must be entirely on yourself, your health, your passions, your purpose, and your environment. Start creating a daily routine that builds you up, physically and mentally. Get back to your workouts. Read books that expand your mindset, focus on your projects, and reconnect with friends and family who uplift you. Use this time to remind yourself that she is not the only prize here. You are the prize too. The stronger you become within yourself, the less power her distance holds over you. This period of no contact helps you clear your emotions and rebuild your clarity, so that if you choose to re-engage, you will do so from a place of calm, confidence, and abundance, rather than fear or desperation. You'll be able to see her clearly for who she is and what she brings to your life, instead of seeing her through the lens of your emotional neediness. Letting go of the outcome allows you to detach from the fear of rejection and the fear of being alone. You begin to understand that you can be whole with or without her, and that mindset alone changes everything. It will allow you to lead your life with strength and purpose, becoming the type of man who attracts the right woman naturally, instead of forcing something that is slipping away. When you truly let go, you create space for either her to come back on her own or for the right connection to enter your life, aligned with the strong, focused man you are becoming. Now that you have spent time focusing on yourself, rebuilding your mindset, your energy, and your purpose, you are in a completely different place from where you started. You are no longer the man who was anxiously checking your phone for her replies, or desperately trying to fix things without clarity. Now, you are grounded, clear, and understand your worth, and from this place, you can decide if you want to reach out and rebuild the connection in a healthy, strong way. But here's the key. Do not slip back into your old patterns the moment you reach out. This is not about begging for another chance, explaining everything you've learned, or trying to convince her to see your growth. It's about reintroducing yourself with calm energy, lightness, and confidence, allowing her to feel the shift in you without forcing it. A simple message like, "Hey, I saw something today that reminded me of you and thought I'd say hi," enough. No drama, no expectation, just a genuine, light-hearted reconnection. Your goal isn't to get validation or reassurance from her. It's to reconnect in a way that feels natural and pressure-free. If she responds positively, you can slowly build up communication again, keeping it fun, engaging, and confident, showing her that you are living a full life, and that she can be a part of it without becoming your entire world. If she doesn't respond or keeps her distance, you remain unaffected because you've already built yourself to a place where her response does not define your worth or stability. During this phase, let your energy speak louder than your words. Women can sense a man's energy even through a simple text. If you are reaching out from neediness, she will feel it, but if you are reaching out from abundance, groundedness, and clarity, she will feel that too. And that is what draws her back towards you naturally. Remember, you do not need to perform or oversell yourself to her. The growth you've experienced will naturally come across in the way you communicate, how you handle pauses in conversation, and how you maintain your life without losing yourself again. If she is open to meeting, keep the first meetup casual, short, and low pressure, like grabbing a coffee or a walk in the park, allowing her to experience the new version of you without any heavy conversations about the past. Your role now is to keep leading yourself, not chasing or trying to control the outcome, but allowing the connection to grow organically if it is meant to, while staying fully aligned with the man you have become. Whether she comes back or not, you will walk away stronger, more confident, and ready for the relationships that truly align with your values and purpose. This chapter is about moving forward with strength and clarity, ensuring you do not return to old habits, and allowing yourself to attract love from a place of true abundance rather than fear.